a Yak 54 made by Art Tech. So my last review, you saw the out of the box review. Sorry about the quality, I'll be talking about that at the end. I'm really happy with the overall size. It's really nice size for this kind of plane. It has a 36-inch wingspan, 36.6. I think it's about 35 inches long. Really nice details. In my last video I talked about putting modifications on this landing gear because they seem really weak to me. In videos I've seen where it will land and the landing gear will just spray out like that. And so I was thinking about doing some modifications on that. I haven't flown it yet, so we'll just see how it lands with the weight of the battery. And here's the battery here. It's a 11.1 volt, 3-cell, 10C discharge, 1300 milliamp little battery that goes right in this little battery bay, right up here. Let's see, and it has this nice little propeller. What I like about this propeller, it's a very thick nylon. Most of my propellers have been cheap plastic and they break first thing, like when it hits the ground. This is a really thick, durable nylon propeller. I like that. I'm not sure what the size is on that. It has a little brushless in-runner motor. You can see it there. Turn the slide off. You can see the little brushless in-runner right there. Very nice looking, very powerful. I've run the motor a few times. So that's that. And it has this nice, really nice looking plastic canopy. It's nice and light, just nice foam, and it has nice instruments in there. On my last video I tried to show you, I didn't realize the quality was so bad. But there they are. Really cool looking. There's a joystick and rotor pedals in there. Really nice looking. Let's see. So let me just take off the canopy real quick. And one modification I did do was this rubber band, because the only thing that's holding on the canopy is this little screw up here. And so it's very weak back here, so I just put a little rubber band back here, and because it was flopping up and down and like that, fairly unstable. So I decided to take that off. You short turn the screw. Big screw, not very many rotations. Okay. Take it off. I already showed you the instruments. Very nice looking. And then you just put the main wing on, and there's a nylon bolt right there. Nylon screw that all the screws fit to this screwdriver, so that's nice. So it just goes on with that little nylon screw. I don't want to take it out because it's tricky to put back in, just the way it has to line up with everything. There's a little servo right here that moves the servo arms, which is underneath here to the control rods to the ailerons, which do have quite a bit of throw. Nice 3D airplane. And you can tell that this used to come as 72 megahertz, but it has this little black antenna that was cut off. It's now 2.4 gigahertz. It is now 2.4, and back here there are little tubes that go back, and then back here there's that little tube where the antenna, receiver antenna used to come out. So that's a little modification that Art Tech did. Just higher frequency and just simple upgrade. I'm happy with that. All the control surfaces is the clevises. The clevises needed a lot of adjusting. For the rudder, I had just had to unscrew it out a bunch because it was off center. These little clevises here, they were way off center, so I had to unscrew them so it's straight before I even start flying. And the rudder still isn't the straightest, but I can fix that. Who knows, it might be fine. And I had to do some with the elevator. I do have more to do. I had to do a lot with individual ailerons. They're not quite tuned. They weren't quite tuned up to each other. So as you can see, the ailerons, they're flat and even with each other now. But this one was way down. The clevis was way short, so I had to just pump that thing as far as it will go. And that's just good for just flying characteristics. So just one wing isn't out of trim while the other one is. Otherwise that just wastes trim. And I'm really happy with the quality of this video. The reason it's so much better than my last video, which if you haven't seen, go ahead. I'll probably put a link to my last video. The reason it was so bad, I was using this onboard camera that I got from nitroplanes.com. Shade that light. There we go. It's just a little camera. It's the easiest way I could get it uploaded onto my computer, so now I'm trying an actual video camera that I got some new cords. So I'm just going to try that. And I didn't have the best lighting either. I have better lighting. I actually have too much now since I'm doing it in the daylight. So this is a really nice camera. I really like it. It takes fairly good video, not for videos like this or the out-of-box review like I did. I'm going to try to do in-flight review of this. So if you have any suggestions of where to put this, that'd be really helpful. I can put it here. I'm open to tape. I'll go ahead and show you how much the control surfaces move. It's always a good idea to turn your transmitter on first before you plug in your battery, because that way that gives you immediate control. If not, the plane can do whatever it wants really. So just a helpful tip, always turn your transmitter on first before you plug in your battery. I'll do 2 little beeps. Battery in. So, a little transmitter. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Wrong way. Again, bad lighting. Sorry. Do a quick look at the ailerons first. That's the lowest, that's the minimum throw it can go. So it is a fairly aerobatic plane from what it looks like. Looks like it'll be a lot of fun. And with the tail feathers. And the tail feathers have such a large surface area. Like the elevator, it moves quite a bit. That'll probably toss it around. The rudder probably moves the least. It does move quite a bit, but it's such a huge surface area that will toss it around quite a bit. And so we'll just see how it does with aerobatics, and hopefully soon this Colorado weather will stop. 5 minutes later start up again, but give me that short little window to go fly. It's been really windy and cold lately, and this isn't supposed to be super stable in wind. Suggested not to fly it over 7 mile per hour wind. So go ahead and plug it. It does get a little stuck sometimes. That's okay. So I got this from nitroplanes.com. Probably put a link in the information. Look at the information. It's either that way or that way. I'll put a link to nitroplanes.com, which is where I got that little camera, which I have misplaced somewhere. And you can also get this plane from bananahobby.com, which I love their website. The main guy, Pete, he does awesome flight reviews and out-of-the-box reviews. They do RC helicopters, planes, boats, tanks, believe it or not, RC airsoft shooting. You can also get this from snhobbies.com, which I haven't been to in a while, but it is there. And it's all around for the same price. At Nitro Planes, this was on sale, so this was an obvious choice. So, that is my Arttech Yak 54.